Welcome back, guys. What a road trip, let me tell ya. 800 miles later, we finally pulled in. We just did a bunch of bushwhacking, stomping over cacti and boulders, getting to our spot, and I think we just found the perfect camp spot. Here I got my truck down here in the wash. I got some shrubs here blocking me, hiding me so no one can get in. We got a nice little sandy bar. The wind's gonna be coming from that direction, so I'm gonna set up a tent right in here so that way my truck acts as a wind block, and this is gonna be our base camp. And the best part is right here at our base camp, look at this. We got false bedrock caliche just sticking up right here. It shows us that the bedrock, or the false bedrock's fairly shallow up in this area. We're gonna have a phenomenal trip. Some metal detecting, camping, clearing the head, getting away from all the COVID drama back home, spending some time getting back to my roots and connecting with Mother Earth and hopefully finding some nuggets. Excited, but I'm finally here. I'm gonna prep our campsite real quick. I'm gonna level out the area, set up the tent, get a little bit of camp situated, and then we're gonna sling on the metal detector and get going. Alright, well that looks pretty good. Man, these cactuses are pokey. I got my first bite right there. I barely even touched the darn thing. And it just sliced me right open. There's that tree right there. So I better keep my tent away from that. Voila, and there's base camp, guys. We're sleeping in here for the next 2 to 5 nights, depending on. All right, dudes, I'm heading out on my first Arizona hunt. Wish me luck. Let's go. We gotta do it right by camp, heading out on our first trip. This is my first target. Have no idea what it is. We got it in the scoop, so we're gonna dig it up together. It's in here. Hopefully it's not this black rock. Oh no, it is! It's this hot rock. Darn it. Well, I tell you what, guys, this metal detecting is no easy task. Holy moly. I mean, if you've been detecting for days and weeks and months, you know, your body's into it, your arms are strong and you're ready to go. But I'm using all kinds of different new muscles I haven't used in a long time, and it's tough going. I'm about 2-3 hours into my first hunt. I've really only dug up 3 signals, and they've all turned out to be pretty good hot rocks. I'm swinging a Fisher Goldbug 2 VLF. I'm using the medium-sized coil just so I can cover a little bit of ground. But now I can see why most of the guys out here swing pulse induction detectors. There's so many hot rocks and chatter and noise. Distracts you and numbs your mind. It's tough out here with a VLF. If you got small little patches, sure, you can work it and tune it in. But if you're trying to cover ground and find patches and, you know, check washes, try to find where the gold's running, it's super noisy, man. So I'm playing around with settings, tuning it in, dumbing it down, dialing it in, trying to get it to where I can produce. Most importantly, I got to get my coil over some gold so I have a chance. Once I find that first piece, motivation just picks up, and you got a reason to swing. We'll see you on the next target. So he's built up against this bush. I mean, I guess we might see him. But there's a pile of debris. Whoa! Steep. There's a pile of debris, sticks, branches, stuff piled up over here. It's made like a dome, and somewhere in there is that little critter. I don't know if it's pack rats or some kind of desert rats or what. But if you guys know what kind of fort this is, let me know. We ate our dinner. It's pretty dark. It's getting cold. I'm out here by myself. I decided to take a sample, do a little sample panning off of this caliche here to see if we have at least any fine gold in this wash. I found one little trap over here. But here we have a nice little hole that has some grass and debris collecting, so we know it hasn't been touched in quite a while. So I'm going to go ahead, dig this out. I'm going to probably scrape off the top of it a little bit and focus on the bottom gravels sitting on top of the false bedrock caliche, which is somewhat breaking apart, but it's still pretty darn rock hard. Scrape off this top layer. And we're already at the bottom there. So I'm going to scoop out all this material, collect it in the pan, and pan it. So you always got to stir up your material, even in the desert. Take a look at that, right in the middle. Pick it up. Now who would have thought? I actually wish I had my small pan with me to make panning in this tub a lot easier with a little amount of water. Well, let's take a look. That top pan was mostly kind of blow sand on the top. Wasn't even down on the hard pack. A little bit of black sand and no gold. You can see all the caliche here and see how hard it is. Cement hard. And this is the false bedrock that usually the gold gets stuck on since it can't go any deeper down. We have this little pothole right here, rock hard caliche, and it looks like part of it is just a thin layer because we have soft material under the caliche, and then there's going to be another either caliche false bedrock or real bedrock below. So this is a little bit of a weird one here. We're going to try to get to the bottom. We're here in the bottom of the wash, down in the bottom. The sides go up here, and we found this pothole in the caliche. Looks really good, and it actually sinks down, so this would be a killer gold trap. We have a layer of gravel here, and then caliche ramp going up, pocket down. So at the bottom we started finding a couple garnets and more black sand, but we didn't find a single speck of gold in this, which is truly troubling. We'll sample around a little bit more tomorrow. If we don't have fine gold, we definitely don't have big gold up there. So it just goes to show, guys, you gotta sample. We busted out the metal detector. We were hoping for nuggets. We prospected these washes, came up dry. It looked good. There was one spot where there was some old hand stacking by the old timers, which is always a good indicator, but we didn't find any nuggets. You know, we are in big gold country, but if we're looking for those bigger detectable nuggets, there certainly should be some fine gold as well. Those 3 test pans, we came up dry. That means tomorrow we're gonna head a different direction, and hopefully our luck will change. This is prospecting, guys. If you want to find that new patch, that mother lode, something nobody's ever seen before, you got to get your boots on the ground, do some research, prospect, sample, try your heart out. Thanks for watching, guys. Good night and dream of gold.